In another court news, 6 suspects have appeared in the Bushbuckridge Magistrate's Court charged with fraud and money laundering. This comes after the Mpumalanga Department of Education reported the crimes earlier this year, which led to a loss of 3 million rand. The money was transferred to various family members' accounts. eNCA's Pule Letshwiti-Jones is following that story for us, joining us now this afternoon. Good afternoon, Pule. What was the outcome of this case today? What happened in court?
Well, for now, there's been an establishment of how the monies were transferred from, the main mastermind who was accused, number one, to various families. And if you look at the transferring and the whole process of how money was channeled and injected to some of these accounts, you then witness that these were, monies that were taken from the department to a personal account. And at some point, we do have as well some accused members here who were not actually employed at the department at that point in time. We do understand that this took place from around 2019 to 2020, Bradan. But most importantly, again, the Hawks are quite confident that this time around they've cracked the whip in terms of, investigating and finding out how this money was, mismanaged as well. But what we do understand is that, as it is right now, all accused have been released on bail. But the matter is expected to return again to the High Court if it does go for trial. But joining us right now is the spokesperson of the Hawks, Lucy Dineo, who's going to be giving us an update on the matter. So thank you very much for joining us on eNCA. Now, this is quite, again, one of your successful executions in terms of, arresting and ensuring that your investigations are successful. How confident are you this time around of this case?
Thanks very much, Pule, for having me. As the Hawks, we are confident because what do? We investigate to arrest. We don't arrest to investigate. Before we can take any person to court, we make sure that we have got enough evidence so that at least at the end of the case, there should be a conviction and sentence.
There seems to be a bit of concern around the high bail amount of accused number one. Was this the mastermind in this whole process?
Yeah, really it's a concern because when you check 3 million and couple of thousands, it's a lot of money. Yeah, but because as the magistrate said, we don't give bail or we don't deny bail to punish accused, but we just hope that as we are continuing with the case, at the end of the day, we'll get a good sentence.
And tell me, has there been some sort of activity to try and recoup some of the amounts that were stolen as well?
Yeah, the money that was stolen was transferred to different accounts, as much as even for the miner. The miner got something like 390-something thousand. You can see that this money, they were just gambling with it. Another one, they bought some fancy vehicles, and also they started their own business, which was making a lot of money out of the money of the department.
Have you frozen some of these accounts? Have you started recovering some of the monies?
Yes, the accounts are frozen, and all the vehicles and other properties were seized for further investigation.
Lucy, thank you very much.
My pleasure. All
right, there you go, Bradan Hawk spokesperson, just clearing it out as to how they are on a mission to try and make sure that this case is successfully goes for trial. But most importantly, that there have also been movements around trying to recoup some of those monies and freezing some of those accounts. And most importantly, again, was the element of how this money was spent. Bradan, after being stolen, the accused went on to go and buy luxurious cars and fancy assets as well. But the Hawks are quite confident that they've done a sterling job to try and recoup some of that as well and ensure that the investigations are successful going forward.